I want Ray Quinn.
On a serious note, right?
You can dance on ice.
On a where are you going?
This is going to Alaska.
What? Wait there, Ray. There's food on the other side of the frozen lake. Ray's like, don't worry about it. I'm on that.
There's a moose. Get Joe Rogan to shoot it.
And then Ray Quinn skates at it.
Go and get it.
Ray can skate and get it.
And you,
Goosing on behind him. Ray. Chris, I got nice one, boys. I'm glad I brought it. You know, fuck that. He was wrong, man.
What's happening, people?
Hello, common scum.
Yes.
Do you like watching our content on YouTube?
For free?
Well, don't.
scruffy cunts.
Let me tell you why, because we are over on Patreon. That is patreon.com/What's Happening Pod.
Do you think it's called Patreon because they patronise people? Because that's the way you sound.
Back to the common scum. If you're wondering what's on the Patreon,
Tell us, Dan.
shitloads.
Wow.
Shitloads.
There's early access to all of the public episodes like this one, so any episode that gets released on YouTube. if you're thinking,
We're keeping
And
that
your
in.
ass falls out when you can't wait till Thursday because it's too far away.
that's what I mean. If you're thinking, oh, the new episode of the What's Happening podcast isn't out till Thursday. What day is it? It's only Tuesday. You get early access to all of the public episodes, so you get it 2 days earlier.
Ooh.
Not only that,
What else did you get?
Patreon exclusive episodes, which is episodes of the podcast that are only released on Patreon, and that is a lot more personalised to the viewer. We take in fan submissions like stories, questions. We read them out live on the podcast. And there is going to be monthly specials. We're not skint anymore, so we can actually afford to do it. We've just recorded some fucking brilliant ones. There's loads more to come. If you're not on the Patreon, you're missing out. Get on it.
Get over there. And if you're already on the Patreon, thank you.
We love you.
Yeah, you've already fed our egos, and now you're partially feeding my kids. So my kids love you.
Do you
right?
want Daddy's kids to die? No.
Well, there's 4 of them, so I don't mind losing a couple. So
Patreon.com/What's Happening Pod. See us over there.
£4 a month.
Bye.
Hold on.
Hello, welcome back.
No, shit. Hello, welcome back. Episode number 57 of the What's Happening podcast. Hope you've all had a good week. If you haven't, don't burden me with your problems.
Unlucky. Just before we start, big shout out to the lads over there. Hippie shiz.
Thank you very much for the
Put them
gear.
on the screen. Look at the names. Look at the gear.
I haven't got mine on because I thought to let the lads take the centre stage. Mine's over there.
But yeah, do you know what, right? Honestly, genuinely, very, very pleasantly surprised.
Very hippie.
Very, very, very hippie shizzy indeed.
Indeed.
But no, we had the quality of it.
Good
Actually
quality.
really good.
It is
Yeah,
really
yeah,
good.
yeah,
It's a
no,
nice,
yeah,
nice thick t-shirt.
Very
like,
comfortable hoodie.
none of
I've
that.
got.
None of that Fruit of the Loom shit. It's fucking quality.
None of that. It's
gear.
proper high-end gear. This you wouldn't catch this in flannels. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Fruit and the Loom, wasn't that all like the uniformy stuff?
Yeah,
They used to
yeah,
go and get you.
yeah,
lads
that's
back in
where
the
I-
day.
where I-
tees.
Where I wear, where
Hey
I,
there, Delilah.
What's it like?
What's it?
What's it like? What's it like? What's it like?
Hey there, Delilah, the bread was off.
Don't need to butter butties if you get the sauce on it. I forgot it.
Yeah. We've got Chris today.
where I currently am employed, right?
Where's that? That UK based?
based?
Yeah. It's
Like you a Jan Rover.
yeah, that one, yeah. Shaggy man.
Slice that.
That's right. Grasses. No, so they're changing the uniform, right? And it's currently like a fucking grey uniform. And they were like, oh, it's we're gonna change it to modern luxury because we're rebranding.
Okay.
So it's modern luxury blue, right? And they got the trial uniform in the other day, lad. It's the material and looks like a fucking school PE kit, lad. It's terrible.
The school
lad.
PE kit?
Yeah,
What's luxury about that?
nothing. It's fucking horrible.
Oh, is that just the colour of it? Luxury
Yeah, they
blue?
said modern blue is modern luxury. It's not, but
I was expecting you to say like
I'm
a
gonna
pure
be-
suit or a tux.
I
or
Yeah.
wish it was. Wish fucking
Imagine that
full
on the
tuxedo.
tux on the line, could you?
I don't work on the line. I'm not a peasant, man.
you upstairs.
I'm not a peasant. I'm a manufacturing engineer. I'll have you know. All right?
I wish, like,
Bumhole engineer.
I'd like, not that I'd like a job. because
you couldn't work.
No job can hold him down.
I've proven to be unemployable. It would seem, but I'd like a job where I've got to wear like a little. If I was to like go back to like working full time, I'd like a job where I had to wear like a suit every day.
Yeah.
Think I'd like that. I look good in a suit. I look smart.
Sell the Avon in a suit.
Didn't we, when we worked on that call centre, did we wear a suit there?
No, it was just shirt and pants, wasn't it?
Oh, so it wasn't like
It
full on
was like
suit,
it was like shirt and pants Monday to Thursday. Friday.
Dress down Friday.
Dress down but you couldn't dress down, no, right?
Yeah.
This is what done me. They went dress down Friday. So I was like, it was
Just open the top
Friday.
button.
I went in, pair of trackies on, trainees and a hoodie.
110s and wheelied upstairs.
And then he went, you can't wear trackies. I was
All
like,
the poly one out.
well, on me dinner. They went, you can't wear trackies. And I was like, why not? And they were like, well, I was like, it's dress down Friday.
Their
Like,
dress down Friday was like as if you were going to town on a Saturday for the bevy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
it was like
That fucking dress
Just
up.
open your top
Jeans and a
button.
hoodie.
Jeans and heat wave.
Jeans and a hoodie or something.
Jeans in the office, like.
Jeans in the office.
Talking about like dress down Fridays, know that my bird used to work in a solicitor's in town on fucking what's that where the passport office is? What's that street called?
Oh no,
fucking
Castle
hell.
Street.
Yeah, so whatever it is.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
She worked in a couple of solicitors there over the space of a few years, and in one of them they used to have like fridge Fridays it was called. So on like the ground floor, they had like this kitchen area. It was locked until a Friday, and you'd open it at 3 o'clock. And it was just fridges full of ale. And all the staff could just come down and drink ale on a Friday.
Nice, though.
After, and they
In
finished.
the solicitors.
Yeah. It's like they'd finish work at like 3 o'clock and then just go down on a Friday and start getting bevied and all that. In work.
Would you do that? If you worked in there and 3 o'clock you finish, would you go down there and have a bevy or would you just fuck off home?
I'd be off on me, lad.
It depends though, because if you
you're going
start
out-
getting good like relationships with the people that work there as well, and you're like, what are you doing? You going for a bevy? And you go, no, what are you doing? You're like, well, if you're
Yeah, it
going
just
out, I'll
depends.
go.
Like, would it be
on the
frowned
PA.
upon if you just pulled a big fucking Charlie one out and just started
In the solicitors probably, lad, yeah.
I'd be like, look, I kept it in the fridge.
The manager would be coming down.
car insurance, you know
Manager
what?
would be coming down going, lad, you're breaking section 38, fucking section 3B.
Yeah,
I don't know, I'm not a lawyer.
Yeah.
And you just go, I'm off the clock.
Edit that bit out.
The law doesn't exist now.
I had made. I worked in this warehouse, like just like with like shipping.
You
car
worked
parts
in a
and
warehouse?
Stuff. Yeah, shipping car parts.
When?
18 months ago.
By a storage facility
Oh, I didn't know.
in the Cross of Hunts.
I didn't know you got that. Did you get that job?
I worked there for like 5 months.
What happened?
Obviously got sacked.
Is this the one that?
What happened?
Is this the last job you had?
Yeah.
No. This was a couple before. Chris, I've had many a job.
The last one was the in Horrence, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I had made it with them because like so the two bosses and one of them knew me half fella as well. Like, he was a fucking helmet. And I think he's still mate to me. Dad, he's still a prick, lad. And like
Text him off your half fella's phone later.
no, lad, honestly, like he is. He's a bell end lad. And like in his office, him and like the other fella who owned the company, they had a Moretti pump in their office.
I like that.
And like over Friday, they just sit in their office, just sinking pints, just sending emails and that, and they pulled me in for a disciplinary on a Friday. So I'm getting told what I can and can't
he's got a Moretti.
do by two fellas drinking a fucking pint of Moretti. And I went, hold on, I went, are you taking the piss? I went, all I done was talk for 2 minutes longer than permitted to a co-worker. I went, and you're telling me I can't do that while you're having a pint? Are you taking the... I'd done me head in, you know?
Yeah,
Power tripping, man.
Yeah.
Danny's had some mad jobs, you know. Have you heard some of the jobs he's had?
Go on.
Did you, so...
Let's ring off a list.
Listen, so...
I reckon I can challenge it a bit.
I reckon the maddest job you've had, right,
Definitely.
was a stonemason. That is he used to make headstones
Yeah, that
for
was
dead
me, yeah.
people.
And do you know what, right? I was actually good at that. And I did, you know, funnily, I got sacked.
Because he's a fucking goth lad.
I got sacked from one of them.
Stoner.
I know, I got sacked from one of them, like, this is a story behind it, actually.
Can you even tell the story?
I'm not asking, go to anyway.
Go
And then
on.
if they say something, I'm going to go, well, too late. So, what happened, right? There's a rule. Right, so for anybody who doesn't know what a stonemason is, a stonemason is someone who works with granite or marble, and you can make anything from bespoke furniture to headstones.
What type of furniture do you chat?
So
Unless I'm being stupid.
Countertops.
Like
Is
countertops,
that it?
tables,
Some heavy
that sort of
couches,
shit.
them, lad.
No, innit?
Like,
Lad, I was gonna say.
like if you wanted like a really expensive like marble or granite, like fixing like a table or something in your kitchen.
Yeah.
But it was mostly headstones, though.
It was mostly headstones.
Yeah, okay.
And then, because funnily enough, not that many people can afford granite fucking tables. Like, it's expensive as fuck.
Yeah.
Is it mad how much money you spend on people when they're dead, though?
Yeah, I don't want a funeral or nothing like that. Me,
No.
I've said.
Tell the story first, and we'll go into
Yeah,
fucking.
yeah. So into death. So there's this rule. If it's raining, is the rule of thumb as a stonemason that if it is raining, you do not work with granite because once it's been varnished and it's got like a finish on it, it gets a little bit wet, you won't get a grip of it. So even if you're the strongest cunt in the world, you go to pick it up, it's slipping out your hand.
Yeah.
And I was told that the first day I started working there, if it's raining, you do not go out in the van and do jobs. You stay in the workshop and you just make new ones because you'll damage jobs. Yeah. And like some headstones get like artwork done on them. Yeah. So they'd send it off to some fella. I think he was based in like Bolton or something like that. And he'd engrave all of the stuff on, and then he'd hand paint whatever you wanted. And there was this gravestone in particular. It being done. Like the artwork on it was dead nice, but when we got halfway to the cemetery, it started raining. So I said to the lad, but the boss was with us. I went, shouldn't we turn around? We're not meant to do this if it's raining. They were like, oh no, it'll be Sam. I literally just lifted it off the base, putting it back on the truck and bringing it back for a refurb. And I was like, all right, Sam, I'm not the biggest of the guys anyway, so even carrying granite when it was dry was a bit of a big ask. So we've got it. No, sorry, we were putting it back on. So we've had to angle it and like tip it to get it back on the pins. And as soon as the weight shifted to that end, because it's raining, my hand slipped. The fucking headstones fell, chipped the base of it that also had artwork done to it, and then the headstone landed on the other lad's foot that I was working with and proper shattered his foot up. So then I got sacked from that one shortly after.
It's heavy that.
Yeah.
Excuse the pun.
Technically, that's not your fault though, is it?
Well, no,
really?
that's exactly what I said.
If anything you said, let's not go, it's raining, he forced you to go, and the exact thing that you warned him about happened, and then you fucking got...
Did you not fucking go, right, nah, fuck it, I'm fighting you against this?
Well, no, because I tried to pursue...
Went home, had the poly one and weren't asked.
No, I tried to pursue it for unfair dismissal, because it was. I was never given proper adequate training.
How long was you working there?
I'd only been there like 3 months.
Probationary period.
When I phoned the solicitor...
Yeah, but your probation period's the period where you get trained.
No, but within 2 years of any employee rights.
I phoned the solicitor...
For 2 years?
I phoned the solicitor and I said to him, I explained what happened on the phone, and then he went, that does sound like a typical like unfair dismissal case, but because you haven't worked there for 2 years, we can't pursue
2 years? That's a long time, not before you get any rights.
Listen, that's why I am half glad comedy and the podcast starting to pick up a little bit so that I can earn just enough money to get by, because I will not work for somebody. No, I will not work for someone because I don't want to put my name into a company and then for 2 years I've got no employee rights whatsoever. It's bullshit, lad.
That's why I don't want to work for anyone. No, I'd rather just be self-employed because I don't want someone to tell me I can't do this or can't.
Yeah, but aren't you a spark now?
No, I'm starting to do the stuff to become a spark.
But then you'd be working for someone then, wouldn't you? Unless
but it's not
working on your own,
like,
being a spark.
Yeah, but I'm only doing that to be able to do it myself. But I'd rather do it with someone to get the experience than just because, lad, let me do some work in your ken. Are you a spark? No.
My mate starting.
What do you want to do? Wires.
Wild lad. My mate starting his own electrician firm, lad. Get on board with him, lad. Get you in, yeah. Just fucking...
I want to be an electrician, get me in.
Fiddling everyone's meters, lads.
No, do you know what? I want to go back.
There's fucking money in that now, you know.
No, I want to go back to some of the jobs I've actually had, you know, because...
yeah, that's the only pure weird one.
I've had some mad ones that like... Yes! This is fucking stupid, right? But I was 15, right? So I started work when I was like 14 and Saturday jobs in like pet shops and all that, right? And my ma worked... So for years, my ma worked for the company who owned Dickie Lewis's, the 051, the Sunrise, all them and all that. 051 closed down, it turned into Jungle World of Adventure.
Oh, right? Yeah, and indoor paintball
and all that, right, yeah. So her husband, the last fella who was shagging her, he was the mate.
Single now?
No, she's onto her third husband.
Whatever.
Yeah, his dick stinks though. So her boxers stink. And... he was the maintenance man for the firm. So like I used to love it, lad. Like on a Monday morning before school, I'd go down to the Sunrise with him. He'd open up and he said to me, listen, when you go upstairs to the Sunrise, any cash you find on the floor, notes, is yours. Any coins, throw it in our petty cash bucket whenever we need like tools or anything, we just dip into that. Okay. So I used to go down and find like 40, 50 quid every Monday, lad, and that was me sorted for the week as a 14, 15-year-old, not yeah. So I got a weekend job anyway in Jungle World of Adventure because I was only 15. I was at a climbing frame attendant, so I'd go in and nonce all the kids and all that was boss. And then one day they were like, listen, we need to do some flyers but you need to dress up as a gorilla. So I had to wear this gorilla costume and walk around town, handing leaflets out, right? But lad, it was when, because I'm a bit older, it was when happy slapping was a fucking massive thing. And lad, I got jumped and filled in by 5 lads who were in my class in school. And they didn't know it was me. And on like Monday, lad, they come in, they were like, lad, look, we bashed this gorilla on the weekend. And I'm going, funny that, lad. It was me getting filled in the video, lad.
Oh my God.
I got fucking battered, lad. The video was on the
Imagine having to laugh at that video as well.
He's an idiot, him, lad.
Who'd even dress up as a gorilla? Hey, hope his mask doesn't come off.
Lad, I cried so hard, you know, it was mad.
That's hysterical.
But the worst thing about that, right, so I don't know, you're younger, so I don't know if you've ever been to the building where the 051 is. It's an underground building.
Was the 051 underground?
Yeah. So you go in.
I always thought it was top floor.
I thought we were talking about the barbers, to be honest.
Sunrise's top floor, 051's underground. It was a nightclub. Big massive nightclub.
Billy was talking about it the other week.
I didn't listen much.
And fucking, you go downstairs and around the city centre, a lot of the underground like basement venues, because of the sewage system that runs through the city centre, there's access points, so there's open like cesspit rooms.
Okay.
So
cesspit?
So
shit?
Yeah. So when the sewage water overflows, and they need to get in. So obviously you can't just fucking dig a hole in the floor, so certain venues have access to it.
Okay. Yeah.
So the 051 had an access point, so there was a locked door, you go in, and it was just like a fucking opening with sewage water running through it, and every now and then it'd overflow. And when it was Jungle World, lad, one morning I got a phone call, fucking it'd overflown and leaked onto the apparatus, and all the little ball pits were all floating shit and everything, lad. We had to fucking disinfect everything, lad. It was nasty, lad.
Horrible.
Nasty.
So speaking of ball pits, right? No, something that fucking winds me up. Right? Why now are bars and like clubs in city centres putting ball pits in them?
I don't know,
lad. Did you never go to Garland's years ago? Garland's had the ball pit.
Did they?
The ball pit
In downstairs, round by
I
the
just don't
box.
see the
that must have been
point,
full of jizz, lad.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
There was a pit of balls.
I went out for a bevy once, and I went out for a bevy once and ended up in a ball pit.
I just don't
I
get
don't
it.
know how it happened. I ended up going into some place and it had a secret door. And I went in and it was a fucking ball pit. Mr. Tumnus was like, "Nah, get in the ball pit, lad." It was sick.
No, do you know what me and our kids used to do, right? So when me and my little brother were like kids, we were evil kids. Like if we ever went out as a family or like on a family holiday or something like that, we'd team up against other kids and just bully them, like proper
like
ruthlessly though.
What with the balls?
No, just anywhere. We were like, we were on holiday, we go out for a scran and like
make the man and dad go for tapas and leave them in the room.
Yeah, stuff like that. Then milk it for 12 million of taxpayer money and still don't find me. But no, yeah, it's so fucking. There used to be this place we can.
You should go on telly and like that you're fucking mad like that bird.
Come on with the Everton kids on you. But no, yeah. So there used to be this place we'd always go there for something like little family meals and that, and they had like a play area in. But one of them massive like 3-story ones that had ball pits, like fucking slides, everything. Like you just go in there and just go and just go nuts in there, lads. Yeah.
What'd you do?
Like you just walk in, and me and Jack would walk in, and like we go in the ball pit, and we just find one kid on his own and just go and like push him under them and like bury him under them and just hold them there for a minute. I don't know why. I don't know, but then
lad,
psychopath.
You are shit off Toy Story.
No, lad, listen, no, right, there was this.
He's got the t-shirt.
There was this one time, like
Bandcamp.
we used to go to these little restaurants on the East Lancs. We used to go there all the time.
Yeah.
It was like pub food and that.
Yeah.
And it had like a little park outside. So while we were waiting for the scan,
There's the one down by QVC. That
that
far
the
down.
game no. Yeah, the game beard. Yeah, we used to go there for the scan.
I was thinking of the Vikings London, mate.
That's new though.
No.
That's fucking like.
That's like Kirby. That's
Still a Lancs.
True. So we used to go there. We go in the park all the time. Anyway. And they get to the top of the climbing frame, and when there was other kids getting near the top, we just kicked them off it. Just because it was funny.
That's high, that climbing frame as well.
Don't climb it then, you know what I mean?
I don't think they're expecting a big boot in the face when they climb to the top.
And that's why they won't win, lad.
Look at that lovely kid who looks like the Milky Bar kid.
That's why they won't win.
And he's fucking booting you.
Be 3 steps ahead because someone can kick you off the climbing frame at any time. And then right? Just
I was gonna ask a question.
Hold it in,
go on.
And there was this one time, right? We went there, and like right next door to that restaurant, the Game Bears, like a little farm, and there'd be chickens, and they'd come under the bushes, and they'd just be in the park all the time. These little same 4 chickens, and they were, some of them were dead friendly as well. And then there was this one time we were sitting.
Used to speak to them.
Yeah.
We were sitting at the table, and then this little fat kid's come over. And like I know some kids are fat, but this was just a horrible fat kid, you know what I mean? And he's been like asking me, mum and dad, the R2 boys want to come and play in park.
Now how old are you, lads?
Put his flat cap on.
All right, love. Joe Dad here.
Fucking kid 5.
What have you ordered? Anything? Pie and chip. Oh, go on.
Baby's head.
Yeah, so they've been like fucking. He's been like, R2 boys want to come and play in park. And my mum looked at me and Jack, and we were like, nah. And he kept coming over and asking, and we were going, no. Like we don't want to come in the park. I'd fuck off. Yeah. And then he started standing outside the window right next to the table, like dancing on the wall and that to get our attention. And my mum and dad went, do us a favour for 10 minutes, go and play in the park with that kid, so we'll fuck off.
Him, yeah.
So we went in the satisfy. What?
Take in the park. All right.
Jack's behind his eyes. Are you satisfied? He's there going, oh, go on, lad, like, get both hands on it.
Kid 5 with a double-decker dick, lad. Double-decker dick, lad.
Fucking dick, you won't. Oh, my God. And then me and Jack had this idea. Like, this is how good we got at being horrible to other kids, right? We wouldn't even need to say it. We'd just look at each other and be like, it's now.
Yeah. It's him.
Yeah, you just looked at each other. Jack went, come in. We both ran back inside, shut the door and put the catch on the door so he couldn't get back in, and just left them locked outside. And my mum and dad were going, where's he going? We were like, don't know, I haven't heard of him, brother. He must have made some new mates. And then he ran to the window going, help! Help! And my mum and dad were going, what the fuck's up with you? And I was going, I don't know, I haven't seen him. And then he was like, the chickens! The chickens! Right, and I swear on my mother's life, right, these 4 chickens have all skidded round the corner and looked at this kid. He's going, no, please, banging on the window.
Yeah, chicken run coming for him.
These chickens run up on him, man, and legged him round the park. My half fella was sitting there pissing himself laughing. It was great,
That's fucking boss, lad.
Time for another word from one of the sponsors. Big news. It's hunting season. Technical's Hunt for the Yeti is now officially underway.
Nice.
And they are giving you the chance to win a prize worth up to £3,000.
Ooh.
The prize includes...
Nice one for that, Danny. I'm going to have to read this out, right, because there's loads. You can win loads of prizes. So listen up. Listen carefully, because this is incredible. You can win the Yeti Tundra 35 cooler box, right, that can hold up to 21 cans. So if you're feeling thirsty when you're out on a little walk or something, there's loads of cans in there, so you'll be sound. 3rd generation AirPods, Millpole head torch, Catdium, Be-Free water filter, the Yeti Rambler 12-ounce bottle, Technicals Metropolis 33-litre backpack. It's a big backpack, that. A 1-year subscription to Spotify. That alone's about $11.99 a month, so you're saving yourself a fortune there. You can get the Protein Works Ultimate Whey Bundle, plus the entire brand new 22-piece Q2 collection from Technicals, Q2. That's all the brand new gear they've got. Incredible. Get involved, because this prize is ridiculous.
The Technical team will be hiding in a secret location in Liverpool City Centre on Wednesday, the 26th of April. And it's up to you to find them. So head to technicalsbrand.com to discover more clues and learn how to enter the contest.
And if you fancy getting yourself any Technicals products like this, or this, head over to technicalsbrand.com and use code Happenin10 at checkout for a cheeky little 10% off. Courtesy of us.
You're welcome. I've got a question. I asked Danny this the other day, right?
Go on.
And I don't know, it's just a little fucking mad one.
Right. A little conversation.
Just a little conversation starter. Right. If you could pick any sport in the world now, right? Like any sport, but like when you pick it, you're the top dog at that sport, right? What sport are you picking? And any sport.
It depends on your reasoning.
Right, so I'll give you...
There's financial gain, but then there's also enjoying a sport.
I'll give you mine, right? I would be a Formula 1 driver.
Lads, I was literally thinking
just
that.
not even like...
All day.
So like, I know people go, I want to be a footy player, but like they dedicate their whole... which obviously you do anyway,
like
but like...
Verstappen level. Not like fucking Sunday who's fucking
Yeah,
shit.
No, yeah.
Like
Top
your
dog.
pole on the grid and
Top
everything.
dog.
Yeah,
Top
yeah,
dog.
all day.
I'd
Top
want
car.
at Formula One. I'd say because like of how luxurious it is,
Yeah.
and it's like, all right, you do train and that, but like if you want to go out and have a little bevy, you can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like it's not. I don't know because I don't know loads and loads and loads of what goes into it behind the scenes. But
Formula
like
One's
it,
insane.
you know what I mean? They
Have
don't.
you seen them do the G-force training on the neck and everything?
Scatty, innit?
Lad, it's horrible.
Yeah.
You have
maybe
to
not
fucking
then.
like, there's
You are a prime athlete. Like most Formula One
Yeah.
drivers are in peak condition better than any footballer or fucking rugby.
Really?
not
Oh, I
seen-
didn't
have you
know.
not
I
seen-
just thought you'd have a car.
Have you
No,
not
lad,
seen,
if you-
have you not seen what the interview with Lewis Hamilton does?
Huh?
He says like in a race you lose like 6 or 7 kilos.
Because of the concentration that goes behind it.
No, it's
Sweat-
the
sweat,
sweat,
the
lad.
force
It's
you
like,
behind.
like, you know, you turn your car wheel and you go like that with one hand.
Yeah.
Lad, if you turn a Formula One wheel, if you the training they have to fucking like for them to turn the car wheel like that much, you have to go.
So no
and
power steering on it now.
Drag the car, lad. It's
Fuck
horrible.
video.
That thing can't even cruise
There's
control.
No,
it,
lad,
no.
innit? Shit, that.
There's a video.
Oh, I want to add
They have to like, they have to
It's-
full on.
You
You probably cut nowadays, is it?
This is Sergio Perez doing his G-force training, right?
That's the wheel.
Yeah, watch on his head, lad. Look, he's got to fight that lad. It's pulling his head at like fucking 6 Gs and that lad. If you there's videos.
Oh yeah, fuck that.
Videos
then,
of
man.
there's a video like so you can get a 2-seater Formula One car where you can go as a guest and have a track day. So there's a driver and then you're in the back just experience it.
Oh, shut up.
And like he's driving and when he like brakes or like turns a corner, this fucking bird in the back just like that fucking upside down head everywhere.
Oh, fuck off.
Because your body's
I mean, so if I probably still would be a Formula One
I
driver
would
because
100% be a Formula One driver.
because the reason. So if what I'm saying is
Saw the world.
the sport you're picking, you're not just going into it as a newbie. Like you're
Yeah,
the
yeah,
top
yeah.
dog
Top
of that
dog, yeah.
sport.
Yeah.
And so I probably
What
will
did
go
you say?
Formula One.
I'd probably want to be like an MMA fighter or something, just because my favourite sport.
But this is the thing, right?
I'd do boxing, MMA or Formula One.
I'll pick one, like greedy
Oh,
cunts.
yeah, for
but you know
sorry,
what I
boys,
mean.
you just can't
It would
confine
be-
me to
it
one
would-
sport.
It would be
I
Formula
didn't make
One. no.
weigh in because the bread was off.
No, it'd either be for me
I have too much butter on me, Scran.
Formula
Can't
One
believe it's
or
not butter.
golf.
Yeah, well, I was about to say Formula One or golf.
Golf.
The thing is, right, as much as football's my favourite
Or
sport,
tennis. would be
and I
decent.
played.
Fuck off.
Nah, the
I
dough.
just want to listen to the man going, the
lad,
dough.
Press stop, let's get off.
The dough.
Yeah,
The dough. The dough's heavy.
Shut up, you dickhead.
Nah, the dough is heavy, but it's just tennis, lad, innit? Like, do you know what? I say that I enjoy a little.
Do you know what?
a little
I love
smack
watching the
around.
tennis.
Hey,
You
yeah,
have
should we-
to
should we do-
shut the game up, man.
Should we do
I love
respect?
how you all just went.
No,
full
yeah, but
180 there.
it's just game when you say it.
Lad,
man.
I
At
was-
the end of the day.
I was sick of short tennis and card leaning on the yard with the wooden bat. I was flying.
Wooden
Sick.
bat, yeah.
Yeah, didn't you just play when you were there?
Nah.
Did they stop it?
No, we got
Lad,
abused and we went in
What?
Carolina.
We used to have pure fucking annual tournaments, right? So they used to have little printed tennis courts on the yard.
Sorry, in the school lab, we won't name.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because their teachers sound. And we used to have printed short tennis courts on the yard. And on break, you'd use your bags as a net and you used to play and you used to make your own little wooden bat and wood tech and that. But every year we had an official tournament with proper nets and all that. I was fucking sick at it. But talking about sports, right? Like football and rugby, like one of my favourite sports. But
I don't
it's
like
a team game.
Yeah.
Like if I was going to be a prime athlete, I'd like
Your own
accolades of
recognition.
an individual
Yeah.
thing like Formula One's driver. I know it's your team car, but you're the fucking driver, golfer. It's you.
I'm
You know
trying to
what I
think of
mean?
another like singular sport.
Croquet,
Oh, fuck off, lad.
swimming.
the
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna get for the hoops and
Yeah.
that.
Are
Water
they classed
polo.
as proper athletes?
Oh,
You
fuck.
can't.
No, I
be,
do
can
fuck
you?
lad.
So yeah, this is what I
They all
thought.
get charlied up definitely half
So
time.
this is what I thought was mad as well. So like people who are like gamers are classed as pro athletes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but I don't think you can be
Yeah, but-
classed as a pro athlete if you've never left your room or
Lad,
sorted.
Darts players are pro athletes and they're all fat, greasy cunts.
Who
What
is?
about
What
dart
about
players?
snooker?
Oh, dart.
Yeah,
Dart to be a heavy one. I'd like to be dart.
This, right, I'm not
180.
I'm not saying it doesn't take unbelievable coordination to be a darts player because it does. It's one of the. It's probably.
It's hard, like
But, right, I think this is the difference between a dart and a snooker player. You never see snooker players turning up to the World Series bladdered.
Yeah.
That's why I like.
Darts
Nah,
it
they
is.
don't.
No,
Darts
darts
don't do
it
it anymore. They used to, but they don't anymore.
They can still have a bet, though.
don't.
I don't think darts is a sport. Like, I don't think it should ever even be considered a sport.
Don't you
Lads,
reckon that?
Lads, if the technical ability you've got to have to
Yeah, but
play
if you can be a fat cunt who's bladdered and then still win, it can't be that hard.
Is there any other sport that's like that where you can be a proper fat cunt? Sumo wrestling.
Snooker, you can.
Yeah, but you will have to bend over the table.
Your belly be on the table.
Imagine that.
Dart is just like unique, innit?
Chess.
Yeah.
It's like anyone could be a
Chess.
dart. Chess? Do you know how to play
Could you
chess?
imagine? Yeah.
I know how to play.
I'd love to be a heavy
I
chess
can't play
player.
chess. I've watched the Queen's Gambit. It's sick, but I can't play it.
I'd like to
I
be a
can
heavy
play.
chess player, but be asked having to play chess that much.
Listen, I can
Battleships.
I can play chess. I learned myself how to play chess just so I can play it on my phone, and
Sorry.
it's fucking hard work. You know,
It's a good game,
it's
chess.
so
but
hard.
lads, you know what I'm saying?
Like 4 moves.
Do you know what I seen? Do you know like proper like in chess championships and like the proper world championships chess, they burn like 6,000 calories just playing chess.
Yeah,
That's, so,
In
yeah,
like
that's
over,
why
like,
I thought before.
over like a fucking 10-hour period.
That's
Or
what I
maybe
thought
not
before when you-
6,000, but a lot of calories. Like it's in the thousands. Maybe not 6,000, but they burn like from like 4.
But that's
Oh,
just
okay,
concentrating though, isn't it? That's why I
It's
thought
mad,
before
yeah.
you were saying about the Formula 1. That's why I thought you
Well,
lost
Nah,
my
it's
ma
just
taught
the
me to
fucking
play chess
sweat.
because when my mum was in school, she was like she used to play chess all the time in school. And she got that good. The school started putting her into like tournaments and that. And she used to win chess tournaments and that. My mum, when she was a kid, she was very popular. So she taught me to play chess, and like I can't have more than 2 games of chess, and lad, I'm like I feel physically tired the amount of like because it's constant thinking. It's like a constant tactical battle.
And it's do you know when you know if you understood the rules of chess, it's like, oh, if I move that there, then he can move that there, and then I won't be able to move that there.
Every move's got like 10 dimensions behind it.
There's like little rules though that like you just forget. Like if you were to just play chess now, you'd forget about it. But then you've got like the rule of like if you're king in your castle at the back, you can swap them over.
Yeah.
But it's like.
I can
if you're mid game and you're like that, oh, what am I doing here? You just forget to go, oh, fucking swap them.
I can only play it on my phone though, because when you tap it on you like a piece, it'll tell you where it can go.
Yeah.
On the because like the horses can only go like in an L shape and like the.
It's two up and one.
Yeah, and what- it's
Tomorrow they're
one
going
each
straight
way.
into fences. Let
Me mum knows how this like. My ma's weirdly good at chess. Like she
Is
proper.
chess a sport?
I'd
Yeah.
consider it a sport. Like
It is a
Is it a-
sport. It is a sport.
because
So
like
would checkers be a sport then?
no, I don't think
Nah,
so.
that's
It's
like
gay,
a
that.
pussy's version of chess.
Yeah.
Pussy's version.
I'm a pro athlete
That's
on
us
Monopoly.
cancelled.
Actually.
No, yeah, I think you'll find I'm actually a world champion at Connect 4.
Fucking snakes
No,
and
my
ladders,
mum knows how to do this thing where she can win a game of chess in 3 moves.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You move the middle one
Don't
for.
tell people, Chris.
Sorry.
That's a smart rule,
disclaimer.
you know what I mean?
She must
And
make your half so hard, you know.
my granddad taught me, and he like, it's the most obviously it's the most famous
What did you
move.
say?
I said she must make your half so hard, you know, when his face just dropped.
Well, lad, I exist, so I'd imagine she does. Like,
Sacrifice your queen. That's not all, man. That's not all anymore.
imagine coming and going, checkmate.
That's a challenge, lad. Next time you're on the net with your bed, checkmate everywhere.
I'm shooting ropes 2 up, 3 across, and that lad.
Little spider webs everywhere.
Snakes and
Question.
ladders. Does snakes and ladders get a shout?
Well, no,
said
we
it
used to play snakes and ladders when we were teenagers, right? And if you landed on it's a snake that you go down on, isn't it? If you land on a snake, you'd have to have a shot, a black aftershock. Oh, lad, it was
It's
fucking-
pure licorice. Nah.
The amount of times I woke up in puddles are just black here, lad.
Question.
Go on.
Right, let's say you get like an emergency signal coming through on your phone.
Oh, you've heard about this?
What, like an amber alert?
Oh, no, I was just thinking hypothetically.
Oh, it's a genuine thing.
Oh,
like,
no, yeah, they're
this
putting
month.
like threats to life through and that.
Though.
What?
You can take it off in a sentence.
Can you?
Yeah, you can do that. But, right,
Oh, sorry. Just, what you're talking about is that like the testing it
Doing
out.
the
or
testing,
something?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The news thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Fucking
Okay.
stupid.
but like, right, let's say you get a thing through on your phone now and it's like, look, we've like, I don't know we missed this, but like the world's ending in half an hour. We're just letting you know. How would you, like, what would be your ideal apocalypse? Like, would you want one where it's lights out, done quick, you don't even know about it, or one that you'll have to like have a bit of fun with and play
I'd
with?
like to have a bit of fun.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah. I wouldn't want like a whale to blow up. I'd like a sort of zombie apocalypse thing.
See that I knew one of you was going to say that, but
I'd
then
like
this beckons the question. No,
Zombieland.
this beckons the question, no, because there's different. If you go through like different like games or series or films, zombies differ. So you've got like the Walking Dead zombies, which I think anyone could survive against them. If you die in the Walking Dead to
Do
the
you know
zombies,
what's
you're an
weird
idiot.
about The Walking Dead
30 days a
zombies?
night.
Then you've got
28 days
then
later.
you've
Scatty
then
zombies.
you've got World War Z that work as teams and shit like
Oh,
that.
yeah,
Know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
So
yeah.
28 days later, they can just run.
And then you've got the Last of Us, the little fungi fellas.
Yeah, did you see when, sorry, just as a little side note, do you know when they were making The Last of Us, like the series, the word zombies was banned on set because they're not called zombies, they're the infected, and you couldn't even say it on set.
That's mad. Have you ever seen The Mist, is it?
At the end of that, where
heavy ending?
Yeah, wow, like
the heaviest ending ever. Are you gonna?
Don't tell me because I actually watch it.
Oh,
Tell me, I'll still watch it.
It's a good.
it's
it's a good story.
Oh, go on.
So,
It's not gonna matter, is it?
this Mist, just like
spoiler alert, by the way, for all you fuckers.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. You're not gonna go home tonight and watch The Mist.
You say, I might watch that. Nah.
You're gonna go home.
How do you know?
Right? Okay, but serious question. How do you know? I didn't think I'm gonna come to the podcast and then when I get in, I'm gonna watch that film I've seen on
because
Netflix,
I've mentioned loads of films on here, and you go, oh yeah, I'll watch that. I bet you there's not been one that you've watched.
Name one.
Pulp
The
Fiction.
Mist. Seen it. I've seen it.
I don't know. I was just making up a film. But anyway,
So this mist ascends over this town, right? Fucking, so it's dead foggy.
Just this one town.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I think it's the world, but it's America, but it's based in this one town anyway.
Pure Mystic Falls.
And there's like demons living in this mist. Like I just describe them as like pterodactyls, like they're like flying fucking creatures that come and just end people, right?
So anyone who goes into the mist,
Gets
you're
killed.
fucked.
Yeah.
Like in transit when you go off track
Yeah, yeah.
and a little thing scratch your face.
Yeah. So if you stay indoors, not you're safe, but if you go outside, you're getting ended, and that, right?
Heavy.
So the whole fucking... I'll wrap it up quite quick. So the movie's just like people trying to survive and all that. And this firm kind of joined together. So it's like a couple of people who have just helping each other survive, like an old fella, fucking woman, a kid and all that.
Were they not are they not a
I
family?
don't think they're all family. I think
okay,
they've just like met during the survival. And they get in this car and they're trying to drive out of the mist, right, to get to fucking survival. So they're driving down this road and the car just like dies, runs out of fuel and just like and comes to an end. And they're just like sat in the car, fella's driving, woman in the Pazzi, old couple in the back, and the kid. The kid's only fucking young, like, and he's like, and you can hear all these creatures like trying to come and get them. They're like, we're dying here, like we're done. So like they make the decision in the car. We'll take our own lives, right?
Did they do it in the car or don't they do it in like a little shutter thing?
I'm sure they do it in the car.
Oh, yeah, go on.
Might not be, but
Yeah.
my memory is the car. So he's got his gun and he's got enough bullets to fucking... All right, lad, turn your phone's broke on silence. Turn it off then.
Go on, sorry, go on.
So they're in the car and he's like, I think he like looks how many bullets he's got. And he's like, right, I've got enough to do everyone here. So he just goes around the car, bang, 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 kills everyone.
You see him smoke the kid?
Yeah, smokes everyone, puts the gun to his head and just goes bang, and he's dead. And then in the next 30 seconds, lad.
Wait, don't think this is the one I've seen.
The next 30 seconds, lad,
Like
the American army just come through with flamethrowers, killing all these monsters, saving everyone.
It's not. He kills everyone in the car and he goes like that and he's got no bullets left.
Oh, that's it, yeah.
He's got no bullets
Yeah,
left.
he can't kill himself.
So he doesn't kill himself. And he's killed everyone in the car. And then the
And the
army
army
come and he goes, we've saved you. And he's just like, he just smoked
everyone, even the kid.
It's a heavy one. Yeah.
I haven't watched since I was
Watch
about
that
16.
though, bro, lad.
That's heavy, that.
Nah.
That's
Right,
so
yeah,
heavy.
so-
I've not done it justice there.
Back to me question, right? Okay, right. We all said we'd like it to be like a zombie apocalypse type situation.
Yeah, okay.
So,
okay.
right, let's
Yeah,
say...
it'd be like a Walking Dead one for me. Because they're not
but
the
you know,
fastest.
you'd want it
what
someone-
I seen, do you know what I
Hold on,
noticed with
wait
The
there.
Walking Dead, though?
Let me just sculpt the question and then start throwing in variables. Right, so, let's say we're all sitting in this room now.
Okay.
Right, we all get the alert. There's been an outbreak of a virus. Anybody who's come into contact with it's immediately infected. They've got about 10 minutes before they turn into essentially like what are going to become zombies.
Mm-hmm.
It's complete lights out. The army aren't coming. Nothing's going to happen. It's down to yourselves. You've got to survive. We'll go round and each one of us will answer this question. We're with the four of us. You can't go and meet up back with your families. They're too far away. You've got to survive. Gary first. What's your first initial move like to survive?
So, with something like that, as I said, I wouldn't like a nuke to kill me straight away. I'd like the chance to survive.
Yeah.
But
Let's say it's zombies, then what's your plan?
I couldn't run out fucking all guns blazing straight away. So, like, if we were in the studio now...
Just lock the door.
If we were in the studio now, I'd
Back the question.
I'd get to the highest point of this building, get a vantage point so I could see out. I'd scope the building for any fucking weaponry or anything, and I'd scope here. I'd probably stay here for as long as I could in terms of like a few hours.
Yeah.
Watch what was going on outside.
Go to Domino's.
Is this what
Yeah,
we're saying? Like,
get
we're
a
just
scran.
starting here.
Like, what are you now? It's
Oh,
like-
we
it's
starting
like-
here,
yeah.
Sound.
Let's say it happened now. Like the four of us have got
We've
to
got
work
cameras.
together as a team.
Blair Witch Project. I got a movie specials. Patreon.
Well,
be flying.
I'd make for a bit. I reckon a zombie apocalypse could make for a good Patreon
Would
special.
you? It's like Shaun of the Dead.
Come on, Wuhan. Let's get something going.
Yeah.
You've done it once.
Nah, I don't know. I think I'd try and get to the nearest Costco, and I'd be like, "This is mine," or "This is ours."
See-
You're not coming in.
And that's why you die straight away. Because
Costco's miles away.
not only that, how many other people,
Wanna get to
people who
Costco.
are probably much
Already
bigger than all of
already
us,
there.
have had that same idea.
Yeah, but I've got a Glock.
No, but you haven't.
Where though? Where is it?
Why haven't I,
your,
lad?
your best option
We're in
for the
Chester.
weapons, that pair of scissors there.
Go ahead, son. I'll do
I
that.
was looking at them scissors thinking about that.
We're in Chester now. Are you gonna look like zombies tomorrow, lad?
I'm going to go out to meet, well, I'm going to do what he said, get the vantage point. Then, if nothing's by my car, I'm going to fly to my car.
If
Me,
nothing's there,
obviously,
walking.
with all the boys.
No, I think you
Get
know.
in the car.
I think probably the
And we're gonna-
smartest.
There's
So-
loads of like little riverboats down in Chester. I'd fucking go and get on one of them
I think
Mississippi
yeah, but
riverboats.
probably the smartest thing you could do is get straight in the car, go to the garage, tell the fella behind the desk to fuck off, grab all like the little the
Probably
jerry cans
batter
and
him
that.
just because it's lawless now.
The page.
Grab all the jerry cans and that and just fucking start filling them up. with
Talking
more
like
Pepsi in it.
And you'd go to like a garden centre and get weapons.
Do you know what I'd do? Do you know what I'd do?
That's
What,
a
like hedge
good
clippers
shout.
and that?
I'd get a jerry can.
You've
Go
got
to the garage,
fucking
get a jerry
shears,
can.
You've got spades, shovels, fucking hose
Pour,
in different areas.
Can't have an apocalypse without the hose.
pour petrol all around the garage and light it on fire. So you got a perimeter of flames.
Around the highly flammable garage.
Yeah.
Lads, okay,
We're dead.
let's just, okay.
No, we leave Gary in
He's
there.
getting sunflower seeds and
If
windmills.
there's a zombie apocalypse, right, let's all us degrade and not do any of those fucking plans.
Yeah, but
We-
all right, then go on, eat us with it. What would you do? Well, first off, right, go on.
I'd have a game of
Hang on,
chess.
Why is mine so bad? Because you're in the garden centre.
No, I said that was
it's
a good
not-
plan.
See, so you've just said all of ours.
Okay, all of
So
you,
then
all the
you've got,
backers.
Go on,
you've
go
got,
on then, go on,
so
sorry,
then
dude.
in the thing you've also got chainsaws and that.
Okay, yeah, no,
And
okay.
I've got the petty.
Ah.
Yeah,
Wait on it,
Hey,
you know.
it's all going electric now though, so you're gonna need to rob a Tesla charger.
Lechi pylons and gun, you know.
I reckon,
Solar panel eyebrows.
I reckon, honestly, the best case scenario, first thing to do, don't go in any of the cars.
Why?
Because, right, you've got to look at it this way. It becomes an apocalypse, right? There's no law. It's every man for himself. If we were to take the car, we couldn't get out that car for a second, because as soon as we got out the car to go and grab something, some cunts just got off in the car, right? If we've
I've got the keys.
If we've got, yeah,
I've
well,
got
I've got
the
the
secret.
secret lad, and
So what, you run away?
but if you've got something that can be helpful, that then makes you a target. Pack light, carry knives, maybe
He's
a
like,
little cleaver.
this is rule number one on the zombie line. Cardio.
I make sure I survive. Though,
Do you know what I'd do?
Oh, we check on the bog doors.
No copyright, by the way.
I'd hunt for the Yeti.
Technicals, hunt for the Yetis live now on Technicals. Yeah, but no, yeah, like I'd rather go it on foot, because then you're travelling quietly as well. If you're in a car, let's say these zombies can run.
You need
don't
your
wanna-
North Face all-terrain shoes, lad.
Nah, you wouldn't survive because you got your normal shoes on today.
And if you got them a bit dirty, you'd need to take them to Grail.
Yeah, just get them cleaned.
Hey, listen.
Not asked if there's a zombie apocalypse,
Look,
my
mate,
shoes are fucked.
This is the fucking essential.
No, I don't want to be out and about surviving the apocalypse. Someone asked for a picture. I've got dirty webs on. I look like a dickhead then. When this is all wrapped up and we're back to normal, who's a cunt, lad? Me.
Do you know what's
Me
mad
and me
about them
dirty
zombie
webs.
apocalypse films? It's like 1 minute it was sound until it wasn't. No,
Yeah,
1 minute,
it's
but no,
always that.
1 minute it's sound, and it's like, oh yeah, just enjoying our day, just sunbathing in the back garden, and then it's like, oh no, it's all kicking off, and then next thing, planes are coming out the fucking sky and crashing in your back garden. It's like, well,
I don't get.
How's it happened that quick?
What I don't get
Is that
about
when
it is
9/11 was then, just in zombie apocalypse?
Possibly, you know,
what I don't get about it though is it's like, as you say, it goes from one extreme, but it's like it always ends up being like, oh, there's like 10 people left. So at what point did people go, he's trying to eat him? Wow, that's mad. That I'm gonna not get eaten by him. I'm just gonna stand and watch, and then not run. But then why
You know what?
know,
Right,
it's
there must be something in that. 'Cause like every movie, like when there's a tree fall and people go, "Oh, look at the tree!" Oh, no. You'd run, But there must be some science behind it where every movie can't be wrong. Shock must set in where you shit your cat.
Have you ever had it before, right, where something has actually shocked you that much, you just went,
Yeah, you freeze.
and you don't know what the fuck's going on. If you were out somewhere and you seen someone just trying to munch this fella, you can't say like, I'd fucking bang him.
No,
Because
you
you just
don't.
wouldn't
what
know
I
what to
don't
do.
understand now is
bail.
in all these zombie films, right? Do you know what, like why does no one ever kill the first zombie? Know what I mean? Like I'm
Because
not.
it's already spread.
No, what I'm saying though, right, is there's got to be one for it to start, right?
Patient zero.
There's got to be a patient zero. I'm no expert in zombies, but I reckon if I see one, I'd go, that's a zombie. Kill it.
Well,
just kill it.
Speaking of all this patient zero shit, like obviously, did you watch The Last of Us?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
bosh,
Did you
innit?
watch it?
I've not watched it.
So basically, The Last of Us, it's not zombies. It's a
It's
like a
a fungal
fungus.
infection.
like a fungal, like fucking mushroomy, fucking fungus shit.
It actually exists in ants.
So that's exactly what I was saying. So basically, the way it works
It's
is
a real
you get
thing.
infected. They bite you. You get infected with this fungus, and it takes over your body, and it just wants to like breed and like fucking multiply and all that shit. But this fungal thing is an actual real thing that does it to ants, and ants still move around, but they're dead.
It's a parasite that takes over the body from the
it.
inside and just like fucking makes them
When they open their mouth,
don't
they've got,
exactly-
like, fucking tentacles.
They don't exactly look the same, but they have like the same sort of fungal, mushroomy type look about them.
They're not the
Fucking
cool mushrooms,
scatty.
I
man.
was going to say, if you scanned it, would you get off your tits? Like?
Fucking die.
Oh, there's an apocalypse.
But you
you can
see-
do it.
The thing where apparently they've created it in a lab and it's actually in a human.
What?
He's dead, but apparently there was something about that fungal thing where it's been...
And why would you fuck about with that?
Yeah.
That's what I
What?
don't get.
This is what does me head in, right? I know films aren't real, and I know like television series.
But
they're
they
not-
could
What
be.
about
not real.
when it says based on a true story?
Yeah, but it's always dramatised, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
but there's some-
like-
most of the films you see, no, could be.
well,
that
yeah,
could
see,
happen.
this is what I'm saying, lad. Like,
Avengers.
hero.
Oh yeah.
Assemble.
Not even just with not even just with like viruses and that. Like even like weapons. One day, lad, right? Listen, nerds are gonna be what kill us. You know, one day. Lad, listen, I promise you. One day.
You're gonna talk about Terminator 3 again?
Right, listen.
You know what though?
I'll be back.
AI's doing me head in at the minute, right? Because I know you're scared of
He's
AI.
doing your head in now. I give it 2 years.
No, listen, no, it's a dickhead, right? Because it's
Gonna
trying,
eat your kids.
it's trying to take over the world, eat the kids, right? But I sat there the other day and I was thinking, right, I was writing for the show. I've spoke to you about this a little bit, right? I early on in me comedy career, I tried to make some jokes about me half killing himself, right? And I couldn't find the right sort of funny in it, and it'd turn people off. And it's a challenge of mine that I want to do. I want to be able to even just do a 5 to 10 minute bit about me half fella, right? It's a goal of mine, but I don't know which avenue to go down. And the other day I thought, you know what? All this like chat GBT or whatever,
yeah.
I'm gonna ask it, like,
What's the best way?
what's the best way to like write it? And it's just like, we can't talk about that. It goes against our rules. I'm
See,
like, fuck off.
This is the terrifying thing about AI, though,
I want
right?
to kill everyone, but you won't tell me what's funny about me half fella string himself.
This is the most terrifying thing about AI is little bit by little bit, it's gonna make human
Little by
purpose.
little.
It's gonna make human purpose completely obsolete.
Yeah.
Did you see somebody on that new Chat GPT mobile app said I need a 2,500 word essay writing on this
Yeah.
topic, and within 3 seconds,
Yeah.
it written the essay. It had reference points. It had links to all of its references.
Yeah,
And then
scatty.
now it's making songs, it's creating art, it's comedians are fucking about with it going, let's see if I can write a joke in my style, and it can. So like this is the thing, right? We've got missiles, we've got things like that can be like AI controlled. So when this AI figures out, hey, do you know what? We exist now already. We don't need the people who made us to coexist with us, because like, what are they to
There's
us?
there's not enough of them to do that at the minute.
Yeah, but there could be. My fear is,
What
what
do you
if it gets
Mad
intelligent enough
Genghis
to...
Khan fucking slaughtered millions of people
No,
on his tot.
This is what I'm
He's
saying.
a fella.
This is what I'm saying, right? What if, right? And it's not even a what if, it's more of a when, because it seems like it's not that
It's
far.
inevitable.
You laughed at me. I remember you calling me all sorts of, and it's here.
I am
Chris,
inevitable.
listen.
Do you reckon it'll be, when it happens, that's when it'll be too late? When the first thing happens, that's it, it's finished. So they don't know when it's going to happen.
Because what if an AI figures out how to make another AI? Then what, lad? Time for another wave from another one of the sponsors. This time, it's T-Trades. Bobby, what does T-Trades offer?
Well, what doesn't T-Trades offer is probably the better question. T-Trades. T-Trades offers live courses on trading with cryptocurrency. She also offers crypto guides, stock market guides, understanding debt guides, and financial freedom guides. Also, if you want to invest with Tyler, please head over to t-trades.com. All the information will be on the website.
Link to it down below in the description.
We love you.
Then it
Terminator.
Then it does. That's exactly what happened in Terminator 3.
John Connor.
And the actual thing was Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. Really.
Yeah, because an AI system that the US military invoked to run all its mainframe systems without it needing to be manually controlled.
How much is out there that none of us have a fucking Scooby about?
Yeah.
Wow.
So much out there.
I was scrolling through TikTok the other day, and I seen something, and it was like a Reddit story, and someone was going on, and he was like,
I think I know exactly what you're going to say.
This kid, he's like, one day I was scrolling down the internet, and I just seen like the dark web, and then he went on the dark web, and he's scrolling, and he was like, do you know when you just get lost?
Is this the one where he was saying he was trying to see how deep he could get into the internet?
So he's going and he's going and he's going and he's going and he's going, and it's like it gets to like 3 hours in, and he's just scrolling, and he's like, oh, that's fucking weird, that's weird and weird and weird. And then it just comes up as a little pop-up, and it says, did you find what you were looking for? And this kid just randomly, he said, I don't know why I done it, I just clicked no. And then next minute it just went boom, darkness, like fucking fucking that's for like kid, like if you want to find a kid molester, you can buy one, or like if you want to find an assassin, or like even worse and worse and worse shit. And he said next minute, knock on the door, fucking two black suits fellas turn up. Are you bought such a body? Oh yeah, can we come in? What was you looking for? And he's like, what do you mean? And he went, well, you know why we're here? And he's like, what? And he went, what was you looking for? And he goes, I don't, what do you mean? And he goes, no, like, you were on the dark web, what was you looking for? And he goes, I don't know, I just wanted to see what was on there. And he goes, well, like, they're sitting there talking to him. And
were they like a criminal agency, or they were trying to sell
they're
him?
just like, he doesn't know, they just turned up at like,
Men in Black.
At like 2 bell in the morning. And he goes, well, what we need to do is tell us what you found, like obviously what you looked for and shit like that. And you go, what was the device that you looked for it on? And he went, oh, the laptop upstairs. And he went, we're gonna take it, and you can't see it ever again, and that's it.
The scariest thing about that video,
and that's
though.
it. And it's just like,
what
the fuck?
Right,
But that could be a load of shit,
in all
though.
in all fairness,
he's
he's done a terrible job of explaining that video.
Okay.
So this kid, he
No, but it's not though, really, in the grand scheme of things. That is basically, you go through the dark web, there's all these
some of the
links
very
to weird
important
shit.
details of that video. This kid basically,
It's just in general, do you know what I mean?
This kid wanted to see like how deep into the internet he could actually get. He had one of them browsers where you could just access the dark web like that, and it was just pages of like links, and you click a link and it'd bring up another list of links. And he said he got to the point where it was like, have you found what you're looking for? And all of it was very non-specific, and he was like, no. And then it brought up a list of like only like 10 links. And he was like, what the fuck? He clicked some of them. He said, and there was languages there and like shapes and colours that you couldn't even explain to someone you'd never seen before. And he said it made him
just wrote it in wingdings.
He said there was a link he clicked on, and it was a list of AI systems that have went rogue, that have had to be locked down through fear for public safety.
There's also like there's been stories of the dark web where you click on it and it's just a room of just like black, but like there's shadows in pitch black, and it's like, what the fuck is that? And then like things move, and it's just, oh lad, it's just scatty. It's proper scatty.
I'd really like to go dead deep into the dark web, but there's no way of doing it. No amount of VPNs can keep you safe on the dark web. Like, it's not possible. If you get deep enough into it, nobody made it. It's like, right, the best way I've ever seen somebody explain the dark web, right? Look at the ocean. Look at the internet as though it's all of the Earth's oceans combined, right? You can only regulate so much of that.
You can only see where the light
Yeah.
bounces once it
Like
goes dark.
there's only so much of that you can control.
Well, apparently they're regulating AI now, aren't they?
They said they're going to, but if like
This is talking very weird.
the big like my biggest fear with that though is like, what if it gets intelligent enough, lad? What if it
You
gets
know,
to the
you're-
point where
you're regulating guys.
Have you not seen Elon Musk thing though?
yeah,
And he's talking about it, and then there's a fella on a podcast saying about it, and I think he was on Joe Rogan, and he's going, if you let the AI do, like, obviously you've got now, and if you walk into like a fucking factory now, and you've got like, you don't even have to look, and the machine is just doing it, and at the end you'll have a fucking chassis of a car with the outline, and all you need to do is stick the engine in and shit like that. And he said, if you got it could get to a point where, do you know, if like something fucked up on that line, all the robots in tandem would just fix it, and it wouldn't, and then all the humans could be doing creative jobs. So every job that you could think of can be done through robots. Just, it's at that point where you go, well, at what point did
Exactly.
you go, well, we could actually take over the world now?
because the thing is as well, right, is like realistically, like let's say there is like an uprising like robots or AI or whatever, they don't give a fuck about our creative outlets. If they get to a point where they know
Imagine
what
a
the
big
planet
orange
is and they-
ABB robot standing on
Yeah.
stage at water going,
That's-
Happenin
no,
loud.
That's what I mean. If they get to a point where they're like, right, okay, we're on this planet, for us to exist and keep existing, we need this planet to stay alive. They work out how to figure out the planet and how to keep it alive and what the best way to do everything is.
Yeah.
They're not going to keep us around because they're like, oh, well, that one's a good painter.
No, but that's this fellow's just saying, as in, like, if you could
He
get
makes
all
a
the
decent skin
if
on
you
him.
could get all robots doing all like the fucking stupid jobs and the difficult jobs that no one else wants to do, then all the humans could have the creativeness of the world and do what they wanted, basically.
But I
not in
firmly,
a
I
cost any
firmly
dough.
believe that like we're not the first fucking like advanced civilization on Earth either.
Oh, yeah.
I think there's been advanced civilizations before us that have been wiped out.
I think there has, but then what if?
Like the whole conversation of the pyramids that we went through. Like some of the stone in the pyramids doesn't exist in Egypt. Them stones have come from fucking thousands of miles away. They're perfectly fucking formed.
Yeah.
They've got up to the top. Like
What's
How?
what's the other one I was watching? I don't know. What's the place called? Is it in Peru?
Machu
Machu
Picchu.
Picchu.
Machu Picchu. I don't know if
Yeah.
it was Machu Picchu, but it was something similar to that. And it
Sounds
was
like
like
Pokemon.
the people. Is it an archaeologist?
Yeah.
The one who study all the sites and shit. He was saying like on one of these like places where like a civilization was that like you'll never be able to find nothing of it because like it's that far gone sort of thing. But they were growing food on this land, and he said it's physically impossible to grow food on this land sort of thing. So
People
how
in
are
the
they doing
Amazon
it?
figured it out as well. Like a load of the civilizations in the Amazon rainforest. Like when people first went there, and like when Western people first went there and like went in, they figured out that like these indigenous people who lived in the Amazon rainforest were like the soil and the mud that was impossible to grow in. They were taking samples themselves of bits of mud from otherwhere in the forest that was more vegetated and mixing it with the mud where they were and then creating their own and using it for like medicines and shit like that. But what I was going to say then, what if there has been other advanced civilizations before us and they figured out how to fuck off?
Yeah.
And that's why there's no
but
there's no
you've got-
trace of them, or there's no solid proof of them because they all left.
Yeah, but you've got the people, you've got like the archaeologists and like geologists and that who like study rocks. And there's rocks over in like them
you
types
smell?
there's loads of fucking like rocks in them civilizations over in mad places.
Yeah.
And they've got like drilled, like perfectly aligned drill marks in stone where you can't do that without the use of a drill.
Technology, yeah.
Yeah.
You can't do it. And I seen a picture today on Facebook, and it's a picture of a rock, like two rocks that are like the same, like if you put them together, they're the same size as this room, and they're sitting on rocks that are like that big either side, and there's a perfect line cut down the middle.
When was the
And you're
Dark
like,
Ages?
How the fuck is that even
Was that
possible?
the 1500?
I think so.
That's a mad one. Have you onto the Dark Ages? It's just like it's like 100 or 150 years where nothing was documented. No, like if you can go back so far, and like everything was documented, like scrolls or like
There'll be
whatever they
some
documented.
evidence,
For like 150 years, why they call it the Dark Ages? No one knew what went on because nothing was documented at all.
That's weird.
Yeah,
Just
that
nothing
is
was
mad.
documented. Whereas even times before the Dark Ages,
Well,
loads
yeah,
of shit was
what was
documented.
1066?
Hastings.
Battle of Hastings.
No, but
That's an insurance company.
What was it then? Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm
Yeah,
not even
man.
gonna say it.
No, what was
No,
your
I'm not
what
even
was your
gonna
goal
say
to
it.
say?
Go on, go on.
You just had a brain fart then.
Yeah.
Go on, no,
I did.
he got something that
Nah,
he
I
thinks he's
can't.
going to sound.
I can't, lad. I can't.
You're not doing
I
that.
can't say it.
You're
Go on.
going to.
I can't
Wait,
because it's so bad that it makes me look like an absolute.
You've
mong.
got to
Nah,
say
you've got to say it now.
You've
You
gotta
can't.
say
Come on,
it.
you
The Great Fire of London. How long ago was that? That was before the Dark Ages, weren't it?
That's actually not that stupid.
yeah, it's not a stupid
I
question.
thought,
Lad.
do you know what?
I don't even know what that is.
Don't doubt yourself so
The
much.
great,
This.
yeah.
I
Believe
thought
in yourself.
because I thought it was like I thought it was around that time, the same time as
Well, maybe that was the only
Hastings
documented
car
thing. Though.
insurance.
Let's cut the bit out of Google and for proof of what we're
Yeah.
saying. And then.
That's it.
Battle of Hastings.
It says here the Dark Ages was 476 to 800 CE when there was no Roman or Holy Roman Empire.
1666. That's what I was getting mixed up with.
What?
1666.
That's when the fire of
So
London was.
10, yeah, that's why I was getting.
Why are you
mixed up.
getting eight?
Only 6,000 years too late, Chris.
600?
How are you How are you getting that? What have you typed in?
Yeah.
What have you typed in?
What happened during the Dark Ages?
Is anybody brave enough to download the Chat GPT app on the phone?
Yeah.
Right, well, download it then, 'cause I've got some questions I want to ask
Right,
you.
while you're downloading it, I wanted to jump on the... How long have you done, by the way?
An hour and two.
An hour and two, but we started at like seven.
Yeah.
7 minutes.
Quick one I want to ask then, just while he's Googling then.
Go on.
Going back to this zombie apocalypse then.
Okay.
If you had to pick a team of 3 people to come with you and survive, what 3 people are you
Has it
picking?
got to be people who I know?
No,
or
not
can
going to
it
be anyone on this
anybody?
planet.
The Rock.
Okay.
Anyone on this planet you can pick
Nah.
in your
Joe
team.
Rogan.
Oh yeah, no. Bear Grylls.
I was going to say
Ah,
Bear
fuck
Bear
Grylls.
Grylls top my list. I'd drink my own piss with him.
What do you mean, fuck him, lad? Look, I love Joe Rogan, right? But if someone said to me, who do you want in the apocalypse, Joe Rogan or Bear Grylls, I'd probably have to go with Bear Grylls.
What one is it, by the
All
way?
day.
Because they're all.
Just because he's fucking boss and he knows what to do. Because he's had this conversation with multiple
Is it
people
not
before and he
All day.
knows.
And he's got sick leg kicks.
I'd have Joe. Yeah, he just leg kicked the zombies to death.
Go on.
Joe Rogan, you'd have to have a fit beard because you couldn't have no.
lad, shut up.
Yeah,
Like you're talking about surviving, lad.
So
Chris will
what?
be there going,
He's like,
Ah,
well,
listen,
someone,
right.
listen, if everyone else dies, we've got to fucking reproduce.
Nah,
no, Chris will be there going, Chris will be there going,
I'm sure Danny
Nah.
had a carry and a half left, you know, I'll split
Nothing-
it with
listen,
you.
nothing to do with reproduction. Just you can't just
You just want.
you just
Oh,
got-
I've been
you
a
just
tough
want to
day.
chew.
Right, you get here.
Yeah, you need
Well,
that
you're
at the
dead
end
off.
of the day. You
no,
know
but realistically though, if you're...
Listen, chew that zombie off, you'll get off.
There's a difference between surviving and procreating. You're not chatting about repopulating.
I'm not talking about repopulating.
Okay,
He just wants to
realistically-
jab a few zombies and get a chew.
Realistically, right? If you're in a situation of like, right, there's a zombie apocalypse, right? So you've got Joe
I've
Rogan.
got Joe Rogan, lad.
Yeah, and
I'm sad.
what's he gonna do for you, lad? Do you think if you're there,
Lad,
you get in the back of your head, stand off because you were too busy getting your dick sucked by some 9 out of 10. Joe Rogan's gonna bow and arrow you to safety.
Do you know in Zombieland, right? Joe in Zombieland.
Okay, so what? So Woody
you want-
Harrelson, Joe Rogan, and some fit beard.
Yeah, right. Do you think when fucking what's his name, Jesse Eisenberg met up with Woody Harrelson, he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be your best mate." Nah, they didn't. They fucking hated each other, but they fucking come together.
That's a film,
in
man.
harmony. I'm
That's
not
a
that.
film. That's got
Listen,
a plot, beginning,
not
middle,
that.
end.
I'm taking Purple Aggie, Ham Shank, Frank and Leggy Legs and flying.
Listen, there is no way on earth. There is absolutely no way on earth. If there's a zombie apocalypse, you survive longer than a week, you know. Fact.
I'd survive longer than you.
No,
Lad,
He
no,
barely
you
just
wouldn't.
survives now.
No,
Do you know who
wouldn't,
would survive
Chris.
the longest? And we seen him today in town, and he's still going strong. You know the fellow who's standing there.
The zombies wouldn't get him. They'd be like, oh, well, he's saying what we're
He's one of
saying.
us. He's one of us.
He's one of us.
Honestly, though, Chris, right, like,
I actually
genuinely.
seen him having a conversation with someone today, and he just said, and the girl went, yeah, sound.
Sounds like Miley Cyrus.
Okay, like serious question
All
for
right,
you here.
serious.
Like,
I'll take that back.
No.
All right, nah. Joe
It was
Rogan.
about that. It was about that. Why? Right. And this is not against women. This is not a misogynistic point of view. But if I'm picking a team of me and 3 others that need to live with a goal of only surviving, right? I'm probably not gonna have a girl live with me because I'd get.
But who's going to wash the dishes?
No, in all seriousness, because I'd get distracted by sexual urge and temptation.
Zombies running at you, you're going.
Like I go, lad, wait there. Well, no,
Imagine the post-nut clarity when a zombie's on you now.
What are your logic and reasons?
Because, lad, it's just a
Eye
different.
candy.
Yeah, because lad, you're telling me for the rest of your life
He's that
you're gonna
bad.
sit there with 3 lads just going, this is
Chris,
sick,
if it's a zombie apocalypse, yeah.
That's fucking boss.
But that's
I
wrong.
love the logic
But you
behind it.
It's a zombie apocalypse. Your priorities
Alright, so,
change.
well, you get a bird. Well, you get a bird
Don't
then.
fist bump him
No,
for that,
well,
lad.
you
Sit
alright,
down.
well, what if you get a bird that's
I
like
want a
a
fit
UFC
bird.
fighter?
I
but
want a
the
fit bird and then a cat dealer. I'm flying.
Right, Chris.
That's so funny.
Right,
though.
right, and don't just do this.
I
just
want
to try
Ray
and-
Quinn.
on a serious note, right?
dance on ice.
On a That's where are you going? That's
This is going to Alaska.
What? Wait there, Ray. There's food on the other side of the frozen lake. Ray's like, don't worry about it. I'm on there.
There's a moose. Get Joe Rogan to shoot it.
And then Ray Quinn skates at it.
Go and get it.
Ray can skate and get it.
And you,
And Goose on behind him.
Ray. Chris, I got nice one, boys. Glad I brought it. You know, fuck that. He was wrong, man.
and you can use his ice skates to cut the moose up.
This is what I don't get with, you know, Chris. Like,
He doesn't think that.
like you're, lad,
That's a great plan.
No, it isn't.
It's a great plan. we all just went.
I just, right. Logic. No, Chris, right. Let me ask the question. Because I'm not doubting you. I'm just questioning you. And there's a difference.
Go on.
Right.
Judging you.
Besides,
lad, I'm crying.
She'd be nice to look at.
right.
No, but you know what I'm saying, lad.
To be honest, Chris, I got lost at Ray Quinn. I don't know what you're saying.
It's just for the fact of, as I what I said, lad, you're telling me for the rest of your days you've got to sit there with 3 lads.
This is the thing, right?
Yeah, but you understand. You understand that.
I get what you're saying. Like,
giving
Yeah, but that is the reason. There's no other reason.
Steaming. But right, okay, so what if it's you, Joe Rogan, Ray Quinn, and this fit beard?
I never
Right.
mentioned Ray Quinn.
Okay,
No.
no, right, it's you, Joe Rogan, Ray Quinn, and this fit beard, and the fit beard goes, you know what, actually, I'm shagging Ray Quinn, not you. Then what?
Oh, brother, what have I got here, lad?
If you rather watch that, then watch gay porn, no, wouldn't you?
Why would you be watching gay porn in the apocalypse? Everything's gone down.
Yeah.
Everything's gone
No,
down.
listen,
Right,
listen,
where
listen.
do you get signal from? For porn? And then why would you choose gay porn?
Let me rephrase that. I'd rather watch them 2 shag than Joe Rogan and Ray Quinn shag.
But why would them two be shagging?
Because you've just said if she's going to shag him, then why?
No, well, right, so what, right, okay, so zombie apocalypse, your beard fucked you off for Joe Rogan, right? Joe Rogan took us away to Willie, yeah, and what, you think they're gonna go, hey Chris, do you wanna watch?
Does it matter if they say that?
Oh, man,
He's just there anyway.
It's all about consent
you
these days.
infuriate me, you know, man.
The thing is, right, it's a zombie apocalypse, everyone's dying. I don't think sex is on the forefront of anyone's mind.
That's been me put the whole
Listen, lad.
time.
He's like,
You
lad,
understand what beard you're
that's
taking,
on.
lad.
Like, from his
Oh,
height.
yeah, good question, actually. What's the
Yeah,
beard?
I want to know what if this
Forget
argument.
everything I've
Yeah,
said.
I want to know if this argument's been worth it.
Valentina Shevchenko.
So she can knock them
Yeah,
off.
lad, she's fit enough to shag her and she can punch her head in. Valentina Shevchenko gets her eyes in the apocalypse.
There you go.
Really? Would you go
Nah,
Valentina?
probably not her, like. But
Ronda Rousey.
No, I imagine getting chewed out through all over the gap and already in the apocalypse and you're getting twisted up on
Reckon
top of
Ronda
it.
Rousey had sucked her soul out of you, you know, Chris. She would, wouldn't she?
Like,
Big
like
arms
a
on
Mackey's
her.
milkshake, innit? Like a Mackey's milkshake.
At the end.
Misha Tate.
What's that?
Misha Tate.
Some ugly UFC fighter.
I know she is. I didn't think she was.
She's fitter than them too.
Oh, she's not.
Hey there, let's have a look.
You've got to look at a high-res picture, lad. She's got wrinkles.
What's the name? Rose fucking...
Mama Eunice.
Nan
Nah,
with a
lad,
skinhead.
you
She's
couldn't.
blended as a
Do you
fella
know what?
as well.
So he's getting smoked them both.
Sinead O'Connor.
I don't.
She could just sing to the zombies.
I don't reckon.
What do you reckon? Yeah.
Lad, come here.
That's an it, lad. You've got to find a picture of her. like.
Cyborg or whatever the name is.
Oh, fuck that.
Right, going back to Rose Nama Eunice, could you shag a babe with a skinhead?
Let me have a look at her.
You couldn't shag a babe with a
Right,
skinhead.
one sec.
Wait, who's the bird? What the skinhead was it?
Rose Nama Eunice.
No,
UFC.
not it. The
Amber Rose.
Amber Rose, yeah.
Yeah, I'd nail it.
It depends though,
Okay.
because like if my beard got rid of me as a dancer and went on chemo and lost all her hair, I'll still have my beard, so I'll still shag her. But I wouldn't go looking for a slaphead.
Yeah, but okay. So here's a question: would you still wanna shagger.
Like, let's do a test. Go and get a skin-coloured swimming cap and make your bird wear it.
Nah, listen, I reckon there's birds out there who've got slapheads who suit them.
Yeah.
Some of them do.
Depends on the shape of your head.
There
Depends
is.
on the shape of your
Yeah,
head.
There is. It's very rare though, innit? No, you can't tell me. Like, yeah, alright. I remember I've seen pictures of Rose Namajunas with her, and she is heavy.
Like, let me type
Oh.
it in. I'll just spell this.
I don't,
man.
she, but
But didn't she get groomed in the fella groomer?
But she's still fit though. Not with the skinhead.
to that extent.
Not with the skin fade. She's
Oh,
not.
nah, bro, they're like...
That Amber Rose is not bad though, isn't she?
Yeah, but you would though.
Nah.
She looks alright with long hair. I'll be honest.
Does she? Yeah, with long hair.
Yeah. But like,
She got very boyish features, I
she
think.
looks like
That's what
Sid
it
at
is.
Toy Story.
Looks like the
Oh
balls in
my
her
God,
pajamas.
yes. Yeah.
Rose Namajunas is the ringer of Sid at Toy Story.
I mean,
Well-
if you're watching this, though, don't hit me, because she's a knockout.
Right, okay though, alright, but back to the actual question before Chris just saying it perverted for no
you can
reason.
go to someone
You've
else
got to
now,
pick
come on.
you've got to pick 3 people
I'm
to,
done,
to
mate.
be in the zombie apocalypse with, and each of you can have one weapon as well. So you get to pick your 3 people.
Can I pick my weapon then?
You are a weapon, like you get to pick the 3 people.
Fucking dickhead.
He loves
Proper gutted there. I want to pick a weapon.
Right, alright, I'd have to go for like an...
Are there going to be real people or going to be characters like Chuck Norris?
Oh, yeah?
Preferably real
Liam
people,
Neeson looks-
because when crunch time comes down and Chuck Norris legs it, you're going to be awfully disappointed in Chuck Norris there.
Bear Grylls is on the list.
Bear Grylls has got to be, I think.
Bear Grylls on the list, 100%. Who else? Here's my other 2. No, them. You know when you're sitting in your in bed at like 2 in the morning, and then fucking them pure mad foresty people, and they can make the houses out of fucking jack
Them.
shit.
The
little, like-
Philippines.
Yeah. They make like
yeah.
they make like fucking 3-story flats with a swimming pool out of
Imagine
mud.
that.
Okay, well, maybe only take one of them.
Nah, because it'd be
Nah,
double the speed.
Free the space up to get someone else who can help in maybe more of a
All right. So
situation.
he's me survivalist. Well,
Yeah, you
got Bear Grylls.
You need a
you've got-
combatist.
Who's the fella who fishes and and he's a sick fisher?
Oh,
Ray Mears.
No,
No,
Ray
it's like
Mears.
having a fucking souped up version of
Fucking
Bear
River
Grylls,
Monsters.
innit?
What's his
It's like
name? On River Monsters, what's his name?
Him anyway. And then I've always
River
got
Monster, man.
River Monster.
That's not a bad show.
I'm taking Derek to Jazora.
My last one would be so it'd either be between
Derek
him who
Jazora.
can fish or like a professional hunter.
Yeah, but what's to say? You
Oh,
pick,
so where am I
Steve
getting-
Vanilla. Steve Vanilla.
what's
But
to
where,
say?
but then where am I finding like wild shit in?
But what's to say if you were to pick?
know,
What's
lad.
to say if you were to get fish that they wouldn't be zombified as well?
Okay, well let's assume that the fish aren't also zombies for the sake of this question.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, yeah,
Jeremy
but what,
Wade
that, yeah,
for
but what I'm
Monsters.
saying is, at some point, lad, all the animals are dead as well.
no,
aren't
because
they?
they'll keep reproducing.
I'd get one of them kids who got kicked out of our school in like year 8 who was just a fucking
Elliot Balance.
just wearing ass.
Yeah.
Elliot
I'd
Balance.
get one, yeah. I'd get one of them.
I'm taking the Tasmanian Devil.
The ones who went to college in like year 8 and now I've got 6 jobs in construction.
Yeah,
One
they-
of
they
them
do
who
them
just
bricklaying
fucking
in year 8,
lunatics.
I'm gonna take with me. I'm gonna take
Philly Daniels, who's been
What's
done
your
for
ba-
murder or
what's your ba-
something.
I'm gonna
what's
take
your
Joe
weapon,
Rogan.
please,
I'm gonna take Joe Rogan,
So we can commentate as you're running.
John Jones.
Frank Bruno.
So we can take Lemo as you're running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cocaine Bear. That's my third choice.
Mo Farah, because he can just fucking run forever.
And Bear Christian so we can have a laugh while we're chilling at the
Oh,
campfire.
Yeah, you'd want it to be
Yeah.
funny at
Yeah.
least. Nah,
Yeah.
you'd need someone who's because they'd always have weed with them. They
Yeah.
probably know where to find it in the apocalypse. No Fitbits. Joe Rogan, John Jones, and Bear Kreisner.
Okay.
But I feel like Bear Kreisner would get you killed though.
Yeah.
He'd be the first to die.
I feel like he'd laugh at something, then you'd look and there'd just be eyes.
It's,
Everything.
it's like one of them, like you're hiding, it's like, lad, shut up. And he's like, yeah.
Who you 3?
Oh, it's hard, you know.
What's your weapon though as well?
Oh, do we get a weapon?
Oh yeah, so you can pick their weapons.
Mace.
I don't think I'd get a gun
Nah.
because they come obsolete after a bit.
Yeah, you don't have
Obsolete.
bullets.
But bullets and you're fucked and
That's a
you're not
very,
really
very
finding no
good-
bullets around there. So it would have to be something like a fucking pure nunchuck or something.
A mace.
No, I said
Oh,
then.
a mace would be a good shout, but I reckon
one of
mace
them,
would
like-
be heavy.
One of
And
them,
if
one of them,
stuck in one's head, and then the other one just
You
gets it
can't-
arm.
yeah.
one of them plasma swords off Halo.
I mean, are we going for like real stuff?
Yeah.
Because if that's the case, lad, I'm a Jedi.
If that's the case, I'm taking Master Chief. Lad.
Infinitive amount of mouse traps.
So Lad, cover everywhere with mouse traps. One zombie steps on one and like Guatemala. It starts a chain reaction.
Mexican wave of mouse traps. Lad, talking about zombies and mouse traps, right? Have you ever watched 30 Days?
How have you got a link between the two?
Lad, have you ever watched 30 Days a Night?
Great film. Oh, lad, terrifying film.
Terrifying film, right?
No,
I decided
Scatty film.
I decided to watch that at the age of 17 on my own after work, after midnight, when
Who's in
my
it?
when my ma and that were away.
Oh.
This was like fucking these scary zombies that will get your ass and kill you. Like
They're like vampires,
Yeah, they're like vampire
Is that
zombies.
UK based?
Yeah, and you know the scene where she's in the kitchen doing the dishes and it bursts through the window.
Yeah.
Right, it's a scene that catches you off guard and scares you. We had a mouse infestation in my ma's house, so we set mouse traps all over the house, right? So I'm in the house on my own, my ma's on holiday, and lad, just as this zombie jumps through the window, the mouse trap next to the telly table fucking went off, lad, and I shit me kecks, lad. I pissed myself on the fucking couch and everything, and lad, it wasn't even a mouse, it was a fucking rat the size of the cunt on the floor, lad. I was shook. I had to go knock next door and sit on Kerry's couch next door,
not
lad.
worse than getting scared. I remember coming into ours the other day, my bed was hidden, like it was broad daylight, it was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and she was hid behind this door, and I walked in and I thought she went that way, but she hid there.
Yeah.
And as I've walked in, she didn't even, not like a rah, she went, boo. And I went, honestly, I like 4 doors down would have heard me. I was like, you fucking
Someone done to my ma once, right? My mum hid behind the living room door.
So
I
back
was
to the
walking
chessboard.
upstairs with something to eat, and my mum's hid behind the living room door trying to scare me.
She's black and white.
And she's fucking, she's like, as I've got near the door, she's jumped out from behind the door trying to scare me, and I shit myself and booted the door back at me ma, lad. Hit her in the foot. Hit her in the foot with the living room door.
Who's 3 people?
Don't even ask him,
No,
man.
because I genuinely want to know.
The last one, I don't even know.
Recycled souls.
Did you pick your 3?
No, I'm struggling to think.
What's your weapon?
Mine'd be a very, very sharp samurai sword.
Crossbow, probably.
Oh, I was gonna say that. Yeah. But in terms of like arrows and that, then could you just do
Can I
makeshift
just
ones?
ask, right?
Have
You
you
probably
got
could, but if you shoot a zombie or you kill something, you just go over and take the arrow
Yeah,
back
but
out
can I
anyway.
ask a question? Have you got unlimited amounts of this weapon?
Well, no, Chris, because we're not talking COD.
Do you just get one of them weapons?
Say you've got
ability and
L1,
a
L2,
done.
L1, down,
okay,
down,
okay,
down.
we're not gonna-
scavenger pack.
We're not going to take into account your ability. Say, if you pick a crossbow, you've got 10 arrows with it, but you've got to keep them 10 arrows.
Oh, I don't think I could do that.
But then, like, if you absolutely
I'm
need to
struggling
make
to think of
more,
people, you know.
if you
I am.
absolutely need to make more, you probably could, but they wouldn't be as good as the ones you've got, though. You know what I mean?
Oh, I don't know if I'd
I'm
go for
gonna
a crossbow then,
I'm gonna
you know.
say for the
Slingshot.
last person.
Michelle Keegan. Amanda Holden. She just seems like she'd be level-headed. She's nice to look at.
Mad the way she was welly and Les Dennis,
She
innit?
give you the golden buzzer.
Yeah. I still think that's about that Les Dennis's tongue's probably been up here hoop, you know.
Yeah, it has.
After a big poo.
He's
Bum hole.
punched, he's punched their firebox with his tongue.
What a lucky man
Um,
Les Dennis is.
I'd pick Steve Ranella. Steve Ranella there's a show on Netflix called Meat Eater. He's a professional hunter,
Oh, okay.
and I'd
That's
take
what's
him, but he does every type of hunting, and he's a boss cook as
But
well.
it's just one of
So I'd
them,
take
though.
him.
If you're in the UK, like, they're not.
Yeah,
You're
you
not.
hunting?
What are you hunting in
Yeah,
the UK?
just-
Fucking badgers and that.
Yeah.
I'm not eating a
Yeah.
badger.
There's a fucking hedgehog the other day in my bird garden. It was
Badger
mad.
and badger.
Well,
That's the shout
hedgehog,
actually. I'm struggling to think.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, but you've just limited it there by saying
Nelson
that
Mandela.
we're going to be in England for the rest of our fucking days.
Well, where else are you going to be?
How are you getting somewhere, lad?
You've picked the Americans though.
Like, exactly. You've picked 3 Americans and then just
They're
Bear
here on
Grylls.
tour, then,
Bill,
mad.
Bill Grylls is an American, is he?
Yeah.
Prince Harry, sick.
Fly a helicopter if needs be.
Dad, you know. Dad.
It's hard thinking of that last person.
Wait, who's your first 2?
Obviously,
Craig
Joe
Charles.
Rogan.
Got to be Craig Charles.
Funk and soul and all round the gaff and that, yeah.
Carl Cox.
Carl Coxon.
Did
Did you pick 2?
He's just got fit bird on his head.
I said Joe Rogan, obviously.
I think Joe Rogan seems to be a common theme, doesn't he?
I just think he'd know what he's doing.
Because
He's knowledgeable,
fucking,
isn't
He's knowledgeable. He's a hunter. He loves weed. You've fucking hell.
He's always got, this is right, this is what you do all the time. He'll make 3 alright points and you're going, okay. And then he goes, and you're like, you've wrecked it.
Is he saying there's a Freddie Quinn there?
Because it's like, well, if there's an apocalypse, right?
Yeah, but
and you're
that's-
trying to survive, I'm not going to be like, right, okay, The itinerary for today, we need to find food, water, shelter. If we've got time at 20, but
So you
no,
wouldn't try. So you were telling me if someone had weed in the apocalypse, you wouldn't smoke it.
I'd kill them for it, but then I wouldn't be trying to find more once that was gone.
But he's not killing anyone because Joe Rogan is now with him, who's his boy, who's got weed.
Are we guaranteeing that he's bringing the weed with him?
Well, lad, if he's just a weed connoisseur, so you're gonna get more, aren't
No,
you?
but
Connoisseur.
I'll change my last one.
I'm taking Usyk with me.
Snoop Dogg.
Usyk.
Usyk.
Why don't you take the Ukraine president?
Yeah, he's a comedian as well. He can make you laugh.
He'd fight your corner.
You'd lie about it though. He'd embezzle money.
Yeah.
He'd go to GQ with him.
See what these are saying, lad.
He's a liar. Oh, it's hard, you know. It's really hard.
It is.
Let's see.
I was trying to think of the last person who's just there, really. Because
If anyone's going to be the one who's just there, it's going to be us in the group, though, you know what I mean? We're in the group with like John Jones, Joe Rogan. I'm not going to be like, boys, so the plan is...
Yeah, it is.
I was going to be like, you tell me what to do.
Danny turning up with his captain's armband on like that. Listen, lads.
Danny coming over in his slippers. I'm a sheep today, boys.
These are all-terrain footwear. I think you'll find I'm the man who's running things around here.
Jeremy Clarkson. Got to take him.
Jeremy Clarkson would be dead in like 2 seconds. You know,
Yeah.
Do you know
He'd be the
what, though,
first one
right?
to drop.
If there was like a sort of zombie apocalypse and you were out in your little group surviving, would you be one of them ones who just slays everyone who you see? I would. I'd kill people.
yeah,
No, I probably wouldn't. You know, I mean, if I was getting the vibe of, oh, they're gonna do me in here, then yeah. But I wouldn't just walk around and be like, you. Seen a bit like.
Nah,
you'd have to gauge it. You'd have to be like,
I mean,
judge
the
them.
first interaction with someone I seen it'd be like guns up.
I'd kill anybody anyway because they could be blagging your head to think that the side and he'd double cross you.
yeah.
I
But at
wouldn't
the
want
end
to
of
give
the day,
someone that
lad, at
chance.
the end of the day, do you know
I
what
wouldn't even pick like a celebrity. I'd pick like the fucking sickest Navy SEAL ever or something.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
just
yeah,
a
yeah.
mad
Ant
psycho
Middleton.
Killer. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's
Like
a
an Ant
shout.
Middleton
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
He's my last man.
I think we were thinking the wrong. I think we were all thinking that round the long lines.
I know. We were all thinking.
I was like, well, I like his podcast. He could
Yeah,
come.
yeah.
Bear Grylls, who blatantly sleeps in a hotel while the cameras aren't shooting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I just had Pete Price in my head for ages. Don't know why. Just, like,
What's he gonna do for you?
Exactly that. Just morph into a lizard and just blend in.
Thanks for getting this far on the podcast.
Now for a little word from our sponsor, Orange County CBD. Put them on the screen now. Here we go. Orange County CBD, use code Happenin10 at checkout and you get 10% off all orders on all products, whether that be your CBD oils, you've got your jellies, you've got your vapes, which are a healthier alternative to the likes of your disposable vapes with the nicotine in. And now they're also doing a skincare range as well. So if you want gleaming skin like ours, Orange County CBD and use code Happenin10 in the checkout for 10% off all of your orders.
We love you. Right, are we?
let's go.
Yeah,
boy,
fucking hell.
we're
Being a
wrapping that
weird
one
one.
up. This has been
Do you
a
reckon-
roller coaster.
Yeah.
As always, you've been the What's Happening podcast, Chris. Thanks again
Yeah.
for joining us.
No worries.
As always, you've been the What's Happening podcast.
No,
it's all
we've
about
been
the-
What's
You've
Happening
done it,
podcast.
guys.
Yeah, thank you for watching. We appreciate you all. Thanks again, Chris, for coming down. See you in the next episode.
Peace.
Mwah!
Later.